How we doing, YouTube? I just wanted to touch briefly on this whole Bigfoot concept. Let's please keep an open mind on this thing, this subject. You know, I bring it up with friends and you know, stuff like that. You know, it's people say, well, how, you know, it's impossible. How could a species be out there this long for, you know, supposedly hundreds of years, thousands maybe, and be completely undiscovered and all this. And, you know, what I have to say on that is eyewitness accounts, Native American folklore, which I hate the word folklore because it almost seems like it's a story, you know, or something that's made up. Or I wish people would open their mind to the subject. Open your mind to it. Don't instantly just cast it off as a story. Think about it logically. You know, you're going to tell me in the vast expanse of you know, at least North America, Canada, British Columbia, huge, vast amounts of land that just hasn't even been explored, hasn't been, you know, hasn't been discovered, not discovered, but it hasn't even, you know, nobody ventures out into some of these areas where, you know, hard to get to spots. I mean, you know, boots on the ground, YouTube is what I say. If you're going to sit there, sitting on your couch or laying in bed and watch a video of somebody who believes in it or claims to have seen it and just call it hogwash, if you're not out there to experience some of that, to go and look for yourself, I mean, that's not fair, you know, that's not right. And you know, you have to at least give it the option, give it, you know, go check stuff out for yourself. Head out there. It isn't just me. You know, it isn't just me. I got really turned on to this Bigfoot thing with Utah Sasquatch. That channel, please check it out. It's really a great channel as far as the basic mentality of you know, that there is something out there. This is not some crazy claim by, you know, by some crazy people that live in the woods that tell these stories to their children so they don't stay out in the middle of the night in the woods. This is documented cases, hundreds, if not thousands of documented cases of people seeing these creatures. And how do you dismiss all that? You know, I can't see that. I can't see it being dismissed. I won't dismiss it. I'm not going to do that. You know, I don't think that if somebody is out there and you're on the fence about Bigfoot, you know, you can easily sit there and say, well, that's hogwash. It's a bunch of baloney. There's no bodies been found. There's no, you know, you can't say there's no video. Research it yourself. You can't say that there's no pictures. Research it yourself. I mean, I've heard others, you know, say, well, you know, Bigfoot's a blurry creature, and that's why all video is blurry of Bigfoot. But, you know, when I'm walking around, I've never seen Bigfoot, and I'm not, you know, I'm not a professional at this kind of thing, and I don't claim to be. My thing is to go ahead out, go look around, go to your local state parks, your state forests. They are so close. They're closer than you could ever imagine. They're on the fringes, the edges of these, you know, of parks and recreation areas that humans will use. I think that they like that. I think they might enjoy watching, you know, at the edge of a tree line somewhere. That they enjoy watching us, you know, coexist with each other, and they like watching the kids swinging on the swing set. And I think it's not only to their advantage to know where we are and what we're doing, and I think that they might enjoy, I don't know, maybe even envious that we get to go and, You know, we get to go out and you know, these playgrounds and these national parks and they're right there. They're right there. I've seen structures. I've seen blinds. I've seen, you know, these different tree structures and tree leans and tree breaks and tree hangs and stuff like that. And I just wish that more people would be open to the concept of something like Sasquatch, Bigfoot. You know, it's frustrating to me. It's getting dark out, so excuse the lighting and stuff. But you know, open your mind up. You know, don't just laugh at it. I mean, just, you know, all the thousands and thousands of people that have seen it. You know, everybody's not lying. You know, I mean, I'm not. You know, I am no way in a position myself to say Bigfoot's real, definitely real, because I've never seen a Bigfoot. But I'll tell you right now, I've seen sign of Bigfoot. I've heard wood knocks up in New Hampshire. Me and my son were hiking up there over the summer of 2017, and we heard wood knocks and whistling, and we heard, you know, owls hooting in the daytime. I'm pretty sure they're nocturnal. I'm not saying that's Bigfoot, but be open-minded to the concept. Don't just dismiss it. You know, I mean, you know, I've been only researching for a year or whatever, 2 years, and it to me feels like, you know, I mean, what better thing could Sasquatch want than for everybody to not believe? You know, it's almost like, you know, the biggest lie the devil ever told was that God doesn't exist, you know, and go boots on the ground, go out there, look for stuff, look for tree breaks, look for tree leans, I find more little twig and stick leans on trees that are so unnatural. There has to be something to it. And, you know, and yeah, call me crazy, go right ahead. You can all you want, you can click off, you know, the video and just say this dude's out of his mind. But, you know, I'm not a fool, I'm not very gullible, but I do go by what I see. I have not seen a Bigfoot, no, but have I seen sign that they're among us? Absolutely, absolutely. Some of the stuff that I see, you can't explain that off to snow load, or you can't blame it on just nature doing some of the things. I didn't have a ton of time today. I had to work today. Today's Saturday. It's the end of January, and not that matters, but you know, I come out here. I only had a couple of hours of daylight after I got out of work. And I said, oh man, there it is, my addicted to hiking thing again. All I can think of is, oh, do I have enough daylight to go hiking? So I flew out of Boston, drove down here, and fortunately I have a couple of hours before the sun goes down. And I was thinking to myself, you know, how bad it is to try to explain to somebody who thinks that the concept of Bigfoot is ridiculous. It's very hard to convince somebody, because I can't say, well, obviously, you know, you know, recently they found a body and all this. It's just not realistic. So it's a subject that's kind of taboo. People think you're nuts. I mean, you know, I don't want that. I don't want people thinking I'm crazy, but I have resigned myself to, that's going to be the MO. People are going to think I'm nuts, and I don't give a crap, because there are so many people like myself that completely they're into it. They're on board. I mean, if you want to just say, well, the government says it's not a species that's recognized by the government, or whatever, or by, you know, by society. Well, I mean, I say the hell with it. And, there's species every day being discovered that didn't even, that weren't at all known to be in existence, and they're discovered. Why is it so far-fetched to think that there's a species out there that is the world champion fucking hide and seek, species? Excuse my language. They're just born, raised, and bred right from birth to evade. I have theories on. They move almost in a military style. They don't, they follow a military crest on hills and stuff like that. And they use, they communicate with tree knocks, to one knock is where are you? Then you hear, I've heard another knock in the distance. So that's here I am, I'm over here. And who knows whether it's all crap. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty damn confident. I'm confident that that's what they're doing. They use that as almost like an echolocation, like a dolphin would do or something like that. Again, theory, and I'm most likely completely wrong. I don't claim to have any more knowledge than any other researcher that's doing this. This video is way too long. I'm going to cut it short because, again, I know even myself on YouTube is very short on patience. I'll see you on the next one.